Let's face it, few things steal your independence faster than joint pain. You wake up and your knees are stiff. Getting out of bed feels like a negotiation. Every step down the stairs, a reminder that something's worn out. And it's not just discomfort. It's the growing fear that your knees might not hold up when you need them the most. But what if, and hear me out, what if the fastest path to stronger, more flexible knees didn't start with a pill, a surgery, or another prescription? What if it started in your kitchen, in a glass? Because there's a specific drink, one that's simple, natural, and backed by emerging science, that can help stimulate the rebuilding of knee cartilage. Yes, you heard that right. Not just slow the damage, not just dull the pain, but actually help your body rebuild one of the most essential joint tissues we have. This drink isn't some exotic blend from the rainforest or a $300 powder from a late-night infomercial. It's made with real ingredients you can find at any grocery store. And for those of you over 60, it might be the easiest and most powerful thing you can do each morning to support your knees. Now, before we dive into what's in it and how it works, let's first understand what's actually happening inside aging knees. Your knees are some of the most complex joints in your body. They're load-bearing, shock-absorbing, and used in nearly every movement, from getting off the couch to walking to climbing stairs. The part that keeps these bones from grinding together, that's cartilage, specifically articular cartilage, a slick, smooth tissue that cushions the ends of your bones and lets them glide over each other with ease. But cartilage has a problem. It doesn't regenerate easily. See, unlike muscle or skin, cartilage doesn't have its own direct blood supply. That means it doesn't get nutrients the same way most of your body does. So when it gets damaged or wears down, whether from age, injury, or inflammation, it takes a long time to recover. For many, that damage becomes permanent. But here's where it gets exciting. In the last 5 years, studies in nutritional science and joint biology have discovered something remarkable. Certain compounds, when consumed consistently, can penetrate the joint matrix. They can stimulate the cells responsible for cartilage maintenance. They can trigger what's called chondrocyte activity, essentially telling your joints, hey, it's time to start rebuilding. If you find this video helpful so far, don't forget to like and comment kudos so more people like you can find this helpful guide. Your feedback helps me create practical videos that truly aid your physical strength and balance as you age. So thank you for your honest feedback, and let's continue this guide. And that brings us to this drink. This isn't about magic. This is about giving your body the raw materials it desperately needs in the right form at the right time. Let's talk ingredients. The first, chayote. You may have walked past it 100 times in the produce aisle and never picked it up. It looks like a wrinkled green pear, but this humble vegetable is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C, and vitamin C is critical for collagen synthesis. Collagen is the scaffolding of your cartilage. Without it, your joints collapse. But chayote doesn't stop there. It's also packed with potassium, which helps reduce fluid retention around joints, and unique plant compounds that reduce oxidative stress. That's the kind of stress that silently eats away at your tissues over time. Eat more chayote and you're giving your knees a better fighting chance every single day. Next, pineapple, specifically the core. Most people toss this part away. It's tough, fibrous, and not exactly sweet. But here's the truth. That core contains the highest concentration of bromelain, a powerful enzyme that reduces inflammation and breaks down protein chains in your gut, making it easier for your body to absorb amino acids and nutrients. Why does that matter? Because for cartilage to rebuild, it needs more than just collagen. It needs glycine, proline, and other amino acids in a usable form. And bromelain acts like a biological doorman, letting those nutrients into your bloodstream and escorting them exactly where they're needed most. And finally, the most important piece, unflavored gelatin. This is what makes the whole thing come together. Gelatin is basically pre-digested collagen. It's being broken down from the tough tendons and ligaments of animals into a form your body can absorb. That means when you drink it, your system doesn't have to waste energy converting it. It goes straight to work. But here's the part most people miss. Gelatin only works when it's hydrated and dissolved correctly. Too many people just throw it in hot water or mix it in a shake. That's not enough. You have to let it bloom, meaning soak it gently in warm water for a few minutes first. Let it swell, let it come to life, then dissolve it fully. Only then does it become bioavailable, ready for your body to use. Now combine all three: chayote for vitamin C, pineapple core for inflammation and absorption, and gelatin for direct cartilage fuel. Together, they form a drink that not only supports the structural rebuilding of your knees, but does it in a way your body understands, recognizes, and can act on quickly. You drink it once a day, ideally in the morning on an empty stomach. Why? Because absorption is highest when your digestive system isn't busy breaking down other foods. It's like giving your body a clean runway to land these nutrients exactly where they need to go. And if you're thinking, but will I really feel anything? The answer is yes, and often fast. Most people start noticing changes in as little as 7 days. The stiffness in the morning starts to ease. The clicking sound when you stand up starts to soften. And after 3 weeks, many report something they haven't felt in years: freedom of movement without fear. Now let's get to the part you've been waiting for: how to make it. You don't need fancy equipment, just a blender, a small bowl, and a few ingredients from your local store. First, grab a fresh chiote, not canned, not pickled. 1 medium-sized piece is enough. Peel it gently, then dice it into small cubes. Don't worry about removing the seed in the middle. It's soft and completely edible. Those tiny chunks are going to blend beautifully, and the finer the dice, the smoother the texture later. Next, cut a slice of fresh pineapple, about 3/4 of an inch thick. Here's the important part: keep the core. Most people throw it away, but that's the gold mine. Chop everything, flesh and core, into small pieces. That tough center might seem stubborn, but your blender will handle it just fine, and your knees will thank you for keeping it in. Now for the gelatin. Take 1 packet, about 10 grams or 1/3 of an ounce, and pour it into a small bowl. Add 5 tablespoons of warm water, not boiling, not cold, just comfortably warm to the touch. Think bath water. Let it sit for 5 minutes and watch it bloom. This step is essential. Without proper hydration, the gelatin won't dissolve, and your body won't absorb it well. After 5 minutes, melt the gelatin. You can microwave it for 15 seconds, or gently heat it over a double boiler until it becomes fully liquid. Do not overheat it. Too much heat will destroy the amino acids you're counting on. As soon as it's liquefied, remove it from heat. That's it, your building block is ready. Now for the blending. Start by adding your chite and pineapple to the blender. Pour in about 1 2/3 cups, that's roughly 400 milliliters of filtered water. Blend on high for 3 full minutes. The goal is to pulverize every fiber, releasing all the nutrients and creating a smooth, uniform texture. Take your time here. Your joints are worth the extra spin. Once it's smooth, add the liquefied gelatin. Blend again for 2 more minutes. The second round ensures that everything integrates perfectly. No clumps, no separation. What you're left with is a light green-yellow elixir with a velvety texture. A nourishing drink that's not only delicious, but deeply functional. Optional. If you prefer a little sweetness, add a spoonful of raw honey. Not only does it enhance the flavor, especially the pineapple's tropical notes, but raw honey also contains its own anti-inflammatory compounds and antioxidants. Wildflower honey in particular pairs beautifully with the other ingredients and adds an extra layer of joint-friendly benefits. Pour the drink into a glass jar or cup, something non-reactive, preferably glass, and store any leftover portion in the refrigerator. It's best consumed within 24 hours. After that, the nutritional potency, especially the vitamin C, begins to decline. Now let's talk about when and how to drink this. If you find this video helpful so far, don't forget to like and comment kudos so more people like you can find this helpful guide. Your feedback helps me create practical videos that truly aid your physical strength and balance as you age. So thank you for your honest feedback, and let's continue this guide. First thing in the morning on an empty stomach is ideal. That's when absorption is highest. No competition from other foods, no digestion slowdown. Think of it like delivering a package straight to your front door instead of leaving it at the lobby. 1 serving is about 7 fluid ounces or 200 milliliters. Drink it slowly. Let your body recognize the nutrients coming in, and consistency matters. This isn't a one-time miracle fix. It's a gradual rebuild, a layering process of nutrition and renewal. Stick with it for 21 days. That's the minimum time your body needs to initiate real structural change in your joints. For most, the results begin to whisper around day 5. A little more flexibility, a little less tension, and grow louder by week 3. For those with deeper joint damage or who've been dealing with arthritis or cartilage loss for years, the sweet spot is 90 days. That's when real transformation sets in. Skin becomes more elastic, nails grow stronger, and the knees begin to feel reliable again. You walk with more certainty. You climb stairs with less hesitation. You notice you're not reaching for the pain cream or heating pad quite as often. And here's something else to expect in the first few days. A minor detox effect, a little more frequent urination, maybe a bit of bloating or gas. Don't panic. That's your body adjusting, clearing out inflammation, metabolizing toxins, and making room for healing. It's temporary. It usually fades by day 5, and many report feeling lighter and more energetic afterward. Now, maybe you're thinking, what if I want to personalize this drink? You can. If the flavor of chote is too strong, substitute half of it with cucumber. Cucumber is loaded with silica, another cartilage-friendly compound that complements collagen beautifully. Plus, it has a clean, refreshing taste that tones down the earthiness of chiote. Want a bigger anti-inflammatory punch? Add a thumb-sized piece of ginger. Not only does it add warmth and zing, but ginger contains gingerol, a natural inflammation fighter known to reduce joint pain. If your main concern is skin elasticity or hair health, consider blending in 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. It helps the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, nourishes skin from within, and supports hormonal balance, which becomes more important after age 60. And here's something you might not expect. This drink doesn't just affect your joints. One of the quietest surprises people report: deeper, more restful sleep. That's because gelatin, specifically the glycine it contains, naturally calms the nervous system. Glycine helps regulate core body temperature and supports the production of serotonin, which in turn helps produce melatonin, your sleep hormone. So what starts as a joint remedy often ends in better sleep. And better sleep? That's when your body does its real healing. At night, your tissues regenerate, inflammation decreases, hormones reset, and those collagen-building blocks you drank in the morning get put to use deep inside your joints while you rest. You're not just soothing your knees, you're giving your entire system the message that it's time to rebuild. And that's a part we often forget. Your body wants to heal. It's designed for repair. But it needs the right tools, the right timing, the right delivery. What you've learned today is not theory. It's biology in action. It's centuries of traditional wisdom backed by modern research. And it's within reach, every day, for under $1 a glass. But it only works if you do one thing. Start. Start today.